Top 15 pet animals who are clearly winning in life.
If you are brand new to our channel, we invite you to take a moment to subscribe. Just click on the lit red button as well as the gray bell. Why the bell? Well, it will let you know every time we post a new video.
15.
Sometimes I sit and think, and sometimes I just sit. This cat is very famous in Istanbul and his name is Tumbili, which in Turkish means chubby pet. The rotund cat became world famous when a photo of him went viral on social media after it was shared thousands of times. His laid-back demeanor as he lounged on the pavement taking time to smell the roses is perfectly clear in the photo. Sadly, Tumbili passed away, but he was so inspirational to the locals that they gathered 17,000 signatures for a petition to memorialize him with a bronze statue. A local sculptor made the statue, and it was inaugurated on World Animal Day, October 4th.
14.
Smile, it's Friday. One look at this guy and you can't help but say oh. He obviously has something to smile about, and his owner thought it was so cute that they had a portrait painted of him. If that's not funny enough all by itself, looking at the happy pooch smiling in front of the painting of him smiling is absolutely hilarious. Nothing can ever beat the funny things a dog will do for its human companion, and what a terrific gift to give yourself to remember your best friend forever. You just never know what your pets will do, but whatever this guy is going to do next, you can rest assured he will probably do it with a smile.
13.
I'm so beautiful, you can't handle it. We have all seen the chimps, monkeys, and gorillas at our local zoos, or even on television. These guys seem to love any attention they can get, and whenever there is a camera around they are always sure to ham it up for the lenses. It's quite funny to watch some of the things they do to show off to their newfound friends. This chimp obviously feels pretty good about himself as he strikes a pose up against his post. His self-confidence is sky-high as he looks like he came straight out of Vogue magazine. That look of confidence is probably unmatched in his little kingdom.
12.
I don't need to lift, it comes naturally. One look at this kangaroo and you can feel a nap coming on, can't you? He looks so relaxed that it looks like his eyes just might close at any moment. They are obviously very heavy when the photo was snapped, and it's a good bet that within a minute of this picture being taken, this guy was off to dreamland. On the other hand, it's quite possible that he was striking a pose for this month's issue of Kangaroo Today, and the photographer told him to get into a pumped-up pose so the lady kangaroos would enjoy the layout even more.
11.
InBread Cat. Who doesn't love a good sandwich, right? There is nothing like the taste of a freshly made tuna fish sandwich on a warm summer day for lunch. There aren't many around who would turn that down. As you can see here though, this funny cat wants in on the action. Knowing how inquisitive cats are, one would have to guess that this piece of bread was being used for something, and its owner just figured, why not put it on the cat's head? There are literally thousands of pictures available on the internet with cats who have their heads stuck in bread. It's a funny sight for sure.
10.
No need to run the cycle, I got this. Sometimes you might enjoy a meal so much that you want to get every single last crumb off of the plate before it gets taken away, don't you? Well, since dogs can't talk, they are at a huge disadvantage when it comes time for clearing the table. This guy didn't seem to mind one bit though. He knows that his owners have a bad habit of leaving the dishwasher door open and leaving the kitchen unattended. All he has to do is wait for the perfect moment where he finds himself alone in the kitchen for a few minutes.
9.
9. Lift and hold for 1, 2, 3. To stay healthy, they say to eat an apple a day, in order to keep the doctor away. They also say that there is nothing better than a good workout each and every day. This funny cat has decided that he is dedicated to his workout routine. All he needs is a firm owner's stomach to lie down on, and he can do all the kitty crunches and kitty leg lifts that he can. Can you feel the burn? Lift them up and hold them for as long as you can. Then repeat the process until you are completely tired out and ready for a nap. Almost there. And stretch.
8.
8. Today has been so rough. Everyone knows how uncomfortable it can be when you have to hold your head up for a long period of time. When you are watching that really long movie, it can literally be a pain in the neck to get through it. This little pooch has a fantastic idea and a solution to this problem. All you have to do is maneuver your head into the space between the back pillows and jam your neck right in. The result is a nice, soft and cozy place to rest your head while the movie finishes up. There is no telling how long it took her to come up with this solution, but it sure makes for a funny photograph.
7.
7. I'm done hopping down the bunny trail. Most of the time when we see rabbits, they are hopping away, scurrying across a field or a road. They can move pretty quickly, and it's only on the rare occasion that you can catch one with your bare hands. The speed and grace in which they move are always fun to watch if you are lucky enough to come across one. This guy, however, well, he's a different story altogether. Sure, he may have that grace and speed inside of him, but he is certainly not in any hurry today. An unconfirmed myth says that rabbits like to take some time to stop and smell the roses too from time to time. This guy proves that myth correct, as he is in no hurry whatsoever.
6.
6. Photobomb. I think more like photo enhancement. This dog is very happy to pose for a photo for his owner. You can see the look of content in his eyes, and you can see that he is totally relaxed for the shot. Maybe he is trying for the sophisticated look. He isn't going to be too happy, though, when he sees the final result. That pesky cat has photobombed him yet again, by peeking out from behind the wall with that evil look on his face. No matter how many times they try to take that professional headshot, the cat finds a way to include himself in the picture. It's a battle that is far from over in that household.
5.
5. Please don't ring, I'm napping. When you climb trees for a living, there are just certain times in the day when you become totally wiped out. I guess you might call it an occupational hazard. The good news is, however, if you have really good balance like this red panda, you can take a rest, or even a long nap, virtually anywhere you want, including right in your tracks. This guy was headed over to the end of the branch, when suddenly he was struck with complete exhaustion. There is no harm at all in just plopping down for some zzz wherever you are. Of course, I don't think this would be a good idea for us humans.
4.
4. Fit for aching. You always wonder what your pet does when you aren't home, don't you? It's a natural question for any pet owner to ask, and only a few have ever found out the answer. Here you can see a tiger who is clearly happy with their owner's purchase of this piece of furniture that is fit for a king. He tries it out for size and finds that it's a perfect fit for him. He might not want to try this when mom and dad are home, but when they are off at work it's open game. I can hear him pleading his case now. If I'm not supposed to be on it, why do I fed so well?
3.
3. Storage. I have it. When a chipmunk goes on the prowl, they don't have the luxury of bringing along a bucket to help them carry their spoils. Because of this, they are forced to store their findings in their mouth until they get home. This leads to a lot of funny and cute pictures of chipmunks with their chubby cheeks. This is a great picture that was taken just at the right time. This little guy was obviously caught off guard when this photo was snapped. His face says it all. What are you looking at? Haven't you ever seen chubby cheeks before? Not looking so cute, we haven't.
2.
2. Caught between a nap and a hard place. One of the funny things about cats is how they can seem to entertain themselves with the simplest of things. There isn't a cat in the world who doesn't love an empty cardboard box. Usually, they will move in the moment it is left empty on the floor. Here we can see this is a high-tech cat who has taken to the clothes rack for some relaxation. It looks more like a torture rack when you look at his limping tail and his dangling face, but quite obviously he is enjoying his downtime. There aren't many funnier cat photos around than this one.
1.
1. I said a trim. If you have ever been on the hunt for a seductive photograph of a hairless dog, you have come to the right place. Today is your lucky day as we have found one of these extremely rare photos. This shot was part of a layout for the 2016 photo spread in Hot Tail magazine. For security purposes, it was shot at a secret location, and as you can see, the main model, well, she was all business. Pets can strike a funny pose at any given time, so if you are a pet owner, it's a good idea to have your camera ready at all times. You never know when a shot like this funny one will present itself.
Yeah.